Well, one thing that we're all really happy about is the way we stayed in the fight. Even through the tough times of the game, we saw ourselves. One of the best parts about that game, and it's tough with the outcome, but at the end of the day, you find the positives, and we are able to see what we look like when we are at our best. What we all learn at the end of it, most importantly, is that locker room cares. They care. The care factor in them knowing what it felt like to get rolling, and then knowing what it felt like when we weren't, and the care factor to learn to be more consistent.
As for that run game, Boise State was held to just 20 total net yards on the ground by the Knights on Thursday.
First-year offensive coordinator Tim Plough saying a lot of things went into that total, including the play of UCF's talented defensive line, the health of some key pieces up front like Jake Stetz, not to mention not having standout running back George Holani. Coach Plough saying today he understands some of the social media criticism from fans, but he also wants those fans to know he's not a conservative play caller.
I'm definitely not a conservative guy, and I know that that's something I'm going to be painted with after the third quarter. And trust me, if I walk down the street right now, that's what people are going to yell at me. But that's definitely not who I am. I'm an aggressive play caller, and trust me, we're going to take plenty of shots down the field. But every game is going to be unique. We got to do what we need to do to win that game. And the issue with that game, as we all know, was, you could probably answer it for me, is the defensive line. Just dropping back and chucking the ball deep down the field as much as everybody wants to do that. And there's a lot of offensive coordinators in Boise, I've learned, that want to do that. But, some games, that's not the way we're going to move it. Sometimes you got to get the ball out of your hand. And we did a good job of that early. Should have done more of that in the second half. And that's the thing I really regret.
I got to say, candor and accountability, I appreciate that out of Coach Plough. See what he can do coming up this Friday. That's when Boise State returns to the Blue at home against UTEP. Kickoff is at 7:30 between the Miners and the Broncos. Tickets are still available. And guess what? The Bronco Roundup Game Day Show live on the Blue kicks off at 6:30 once again on Friday.